Hey y'all. Welcome to the Women's Roundtable. Pull up, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about
Talk
it. Let's
about
talk
it.
about it.
And if you don't mind, Miss Renee, since this is my first time hearing your panel, I want to sing a little introduction song for your panel, for your
Okay,
channel.
let's go. Let's go.
All right, you gonna know what it is, but hello, hello,
Hmm.
hello, girl. Hello, hello. You did. All right, hit him with the
Let's go.
Isley Brothers.
Girl, you got me singing it, girl. You got me back. Girl,
Hello,
you got me
indeed.
singing it. You
Yes,
got me
indeed.
singing it. Miss World, I don't know if y'all heard me, Urban. I didn't know if y'all heard me either. Um, I was talking to y'all and I was just, ooh, I didn't know if y'all heard me. But
No,
yes,
when I first came up, when nothing up here was just the background. I couldn't hear nothing.
okay. Okay, so yeah, I thought I had put myself on the stage, but I guess I didn't. But I was just talking my behind up. I was saying, hey, talking to everybody that is in the cloud, in the bushes, on the mountaintop. Hit that like button, share the live. Yes, honey. I'm just waiting on see who's all coming in. They coming. Yes. Hey,
There she
big
go.
girl.
Mike, talk your mic still fucked up, babe.
Let me
I was
let
just
me see
over
if I
there on her.
can.
I was over there on her and Born channel. And it was fucking up over there, so I told her to restart it. But I think it might be her earpods or maybe her iPhone. I'm not sure.
Yeah, she
But it
probably
was
wanted to
doing
turn
that
them
over
off.
there. Maybe have
Yeah,
to
she
restart.
probably.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. So what's the topic for today, dog?
The topic today is gonna be um I had something, but then a little incident happened in my city yesterday with some young boys. They was at the mall fighting,
Mhm.
and they was only 16 and 17, so they was fighting, and the 16-year-old pulled out a gun and shot the 17-year-old 3 times.
Mm.
So my topic is we as
Hey,
parents,
baby.
should
Mhm.
we stay in our kids' business at all time? Because I feel, hold on, let me say this. Let me say this right here. Um, I say this every time I start. I want to give shout out to those who lost a loved one today or know someone who lost a loved one. We do send our prayers and condolences to the family, and you guys know that everything it gets a little bit better. So so if you know someone that lost a loved one, somebody that got hurt, somebody that what I'm saying that's going through something, know that we care. If nobody tell you that they care, know that Miss Renee and the Women's Roundtable, we care. Okay.
Right. And also, if I can add
Amen.
on,
Hey, Jay.
amen. And if I can add on to that, I wanted to say, if y'all, whatever that same thing you were saying, if anybody that lost some loved ones and went through anything traumatizing, stress related, you're going through whatever in your life, in negative energy all around you, just know that you don't ever think you're alone because God will never let go of your hand. You feel what I'm saying? So you ain't
Amen.
got nothing else. You ain't got
Amen.
nothing else. You got God. Amen. Let's go.
Amen. Let's talk about it. Talk.
Amen. Can y'all hear me
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
Testing,
Oh,
testing, one,
Yes,
two.
girl. Prayer
yes.
works. Don't
Yes.
prayer be working?
To disconnect my AirPods and
He must
reset
want
them.
us to talk about it.
Man, that
Yeah.
shit get on my nerves. Like, and then my phone be
I'm
running
sorry,
hot.
Mick. Um,
Huh?
Mick, I'm sorry. He said he lost his uncle. I am
Oh,
so
I'm sorry to
sorry to
hear
hear
that.
that. Know that you and your family is in our prayers. You know, it's hurtful to lose a loved one, and like I say, know that we're praying for you, and hope praying that God wrap His arms around you and your family.
And
Yeah,
sending
I'm
our
so sorry.
condolences to you and your family.
Yes, yes. Um, hey K Riz, hey Handsome, James Hart, hey. As
Hold on,
always,
let me.
y'all hit the like button, share us out. Um, Also, too, we do accept support over here. 99 cents, 1.99, 2.99, 3.99, 4.99, 5.99, whatever you want that you feel the need that you need to send, because we come over here and we be having that good talk. You know what I'm saying? So if you can support the bull and the messy mess, you can support real talk over here. So you know what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with y'all sending a super chat. Nothing wrong with it. Let's go. Let's go. Let me find out that y'all were to support the bull and not support the real talk. Okay, let's move right along. Um, the topic again is how do you feel as a parent trying to raise these young thugs that's out here? I hate to call them thugs, but we got these kids out here shooting each other, killing each other. For what?
Yeah.
And like I said, the thing went down in my city yesterday. A 16-year-old, 17-year-old got into a fight at the mall, and the the 16-year-old pulled out a gun and shot and killed the 17-year-old. And my
Mm.
thing of it is, we as parents, how can we not know that our kids is carrying a weapon?
I mean, well, they got ways to conceal it. But if you in their business enough, you more than likely to find it. But the parents that don't check, them be the ones that be really having or don't care. Cause some
And
parents don't
that's what
care.
I'm saying. Yes, that's what I'm saying. How you know that your child's not bringing weapons in your home? That means you're not checking your kids enough to not know that your kids is carrying a weapon, bringing a weapon in your home.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Now
And
I wanna go ahead, babe.
no, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say that my son, my oldest son, I got firearms, but my oldest son, because I go to the shooting range and all that. But my oldest son, he was a armed security guard. He's 22 now, but he an armed security guard. So he had to take the classes and everything to be a responsible gun owner. You see what I'm saying? So it wasn't like he
Hmm.
just got one off the street or bought one from one of his, from the pawn shop. He actually had to go through training with his for him to be a security guard.
That's
So
good.
he
That's
keep his
good.
guns here, but he's very, you know what I'm saying. It ain't never he not no child that's gonna try to go do nothing he ain't supposed to be doing. Cause I'm gonna
Hmm.
keep.
Hmm.
But if it's something different than that, you know what I'm saying. You just have to really be in their life. You have to be nosy because if you don't, then
Mm-hmm.
ain't no telling what else they got in there. You know what I'm saying? Besides
Hmm.
guns,
Hmm. Hmm.
yeah,
You got to be in their business. At the end of the day, hold on one second, y'all.
Yeah, you
right,
definitely do. You definitely do. And I
yeah, I
really,
agree.
yeah, and that's why I feel like as parents, y'all should be definitely create these bonds with y'all kids to the point where they can tell y'all certain stuff, or
Right.
the way they move that something ain't right and shit like that. That's why I say a lot of times you have to be very involved. You don't got to be hounding them and being all like that. But if you know your child, you'll know when something's going on. You'll know when they sneaking. You'll know when they lie. You'll know a lot of shit. But
Right,
it take you as a parent to be able to go in and create that type of bond and shit. I have to blame the parents sometimes. And I know they say it's the environment and all that good stuff. I get that shit. But like I said, you as a parent can change your child's lifestyle, can change your child's environment. You can do a lot of shit.
Right.
But
Because that is true. Hey, TT Wifey, listen. You can't. You got to. We gotta hold the parents not fully accountable, but you gotta hold the parents accountable, because at the end of the day, if you when them babies start growing at around about 8 years old. No, I'm not going to say. Hey, I'm gonna say even younger. If you don't have no structure with these kids, These kids gonna go out here and the streets gonna start grabbing them.
Mm,
Oh yeah.
That's
They
mm-hmm.
why
gonna
you
look for
gotta
love
you
in the
gotta
street.
hold on to these babies. Cause if you, I'm telling you, I don't care how mad that your child may get. I don't care what nobody tell you. You grab hold of them babies early. And see, another thing about this, nobody don't want to take their babies to the church no more.
Right, right.
Not saying that church um cures everything, but take them babies to church. You grew up in the church.
That's true. I
You,
I,
did.
your grandmama
I,
never took you to church and made you, you know what I'm saying? See, that's the
I
thing.
didn't
We're not
have a choice.
sitting
Yeah.
here.
yeah, I didn't have a choice either, but I have a different perspective on that, Auntie. Like, uh,
Mm,
when it comes to the church house, you know what I'm saying? Because you gotta understand, like, church. When you say church, that's nothing but a building. You know what I'm saying? So
Right, right, right.
when you can build your relationship with God and teach your child, your kids about God. Like my daughter go to a Christian school. She's not Christian.
right.
We spiritual, but however, comma, church is not always good for everybody either.
You're
Cause
right,
That's
right.
true.
That's true.
Well,
you
It's
know,
true.
and
The Bible say, well, two or three or more gathered in my, in my name, I'm present. So you can be at
yeah,
your house with two or three people and read by
mm-hmm,
your stuff out the Bible. That's the same thing as being in church, and y'all can
It
yeah,
fellowship
is.
amongst each other. So I mean,
Like
really,
BC, hey BC, hey handsome, welcome, welcome, welcome. Like
Oh, and
BC
I
said.
am. I am baptized, James. I got me. I was baptized, and both my boys got Christian and got baptized when they got older. I believe that for sure.
Yeah, you got. I mean, if you don't put the structure in them, you know what I'm saying. Like BC said, you gotta talk to these kids. If you don't talk to these kids, they gonna do whatever. If you don't check and see what these kids got going on, check, like I say, check the book bag. Check, you know what I'm saying. At least once a
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
month. You know what I'm saying? Check and see what your kids got going on, because there's no way that your child should have an AK-47 or
Right. Right.
45,
oh
30.
Lord,
What?
for
And
Yeah.
then,
real though. And where the fuck did you
then
get it from?
And you
I'm
gotta
exactly.
asking
watch their
questions.
friends. You gotta watch their friends too, because they friends. If you not if the parents that don't talk to their children, they end up linking up with the wrong type of people, thinking that they
Mm-hmm.
friends, and that's how they get hooked on the drugs and the guns and doing stupid shit,
Exactly.
end up in jail or worse. Right.
Yeah.
And,
So you
and
gotta
they
check their
thinking that,
friends too.
that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? When it's not that. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know that peer pressure is a mug.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's really crazy because, you know what I'm saying? And then you got those who are want to try to let people think, oh, I ain't scared. You know what I'm saying? I'm about it and all this. No, you're not about it because I didn't teach you to be about it. I'm not
Yeah.
teaching you to be about it. You know
Body,
what I'm
body.
saying?
You body, cause I'm body.
Right about it. Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're not you're not about that life. So I'm not for to tell you. You know, I'm not telling you to be a punk and let somebody punk you or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, you don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to. What happened to fighting?
Well, listen, I was just
Ain't
about to
fighting
say
no
that. I was
more.
about
They
to
ain't fighting
chime
no
in.
more.
They not fighting no more, and it won't be a fair fight because your son or my son, anybody's son that's in anywhere all over the world, they can say, "Put the guns down. Let's put our hands up," and that other person could just pull the gun out and just blast. So
Yeah, because they
it ain't how
scared.
it used
Yeah.
to be. Yeah, because they scary. A scary
Mm-hmm.
person would damn sure shoot you before somebody
Sure
that ain't.
will.
Cause
Yeah,
Sure
that's
will.
true.
I got my
Yeah,
license,
that's
but
true.
if somebody, I didn't had road rage so bad, but I'm just saying, I'm not gonna shoot through your car. But it's been incidents where people done stupid shit like that. I got gun control. Like
Mm-hmm.
I think before I react because I know it's gonna be a major consequence if it's not self defense. And I got
Right.
shit to do. I got kids to raise.
Hey, to Will, but see, and also too, they getting to the point, and they getting to the point that it's like they don't care for this child. If everybody that just coming in, they don't know what we talking about. We talk about something that happened in my city yesterday, where these teenagers was fighting at the mall, and a 16-year-old shot the 17-year-old in the mall 3 times and killed them in the mall.
Mm.
So they was fighting. And my thing of it is, at the end of the day, damn, I lost train of thought just that quick, y'all. Brain freeze. Ooh. Uh, um. Oh,
You
I
was talking
forgot what
about
I
the
was about to
boy.
say.
You said the one that got shot. You said, and you was like, "That's the reason why," and then it went
Oh,
down.
oh, yeah, yeah. And the thing about it is, they getting bold with it, where they do it in broad daylight in front of
Hmm.
people. How you gonna shoot somebody in the mall? It's
With all them
constantly a lot of
cameras,
people and
it's cameras
cameras and
and
everything.
witnesses. Yeah, they don't care. That's that NBA young boy shit. That's that Kodak Black. That's all that weirdo shit that everybody be on. These days. Straight demon
You're
time.
right. You're right.
But that's why
You're
y'all
right.
people as parents should not be your kids' friends. It's okay to have
Absolutely
a
not.
nice bond with your kids and all that good
Right.
Mm-hmm.
stuff, but being their friends is not it. It's certain
My
things
Yeah.
they
mama
shouldn't
used
be
to.
learning at a certain age. It's just not. It's okay to educate them, but they should know right from wrong. If they see you with a gun, they should know not to touch it. You should explain to them why, what a gun can do, all that shit. And tell
Right.
them you'll go to jail for the rest of your life and y'all won't ever see you
I'm
again.
telling you.
Say it. Just say it.
Yeah.
You gotta be honest about it. Like, stop
You got to.
sugarcoating it. Stop saying I just got
Yeah.
a gun in case somebody run up on me. Fuck all that. Let them know why you got a gun and let them know the consequences behind that gun if they ever get a hold of one and they do something
Right.
with it.
Right.
That's true. That's true.
And I
And
Because
feel
it
see,
like,
ain't
you know
always
what,
gonna be
too?
self defense.
Yeah, that's true. You can't shoot nobody in the back or nothing like that, and you can't pull up on nobody. If you know what I'm saying, and try to claim self defense. But my mama always told me that I ain't none of your little friends. I'm your mama.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I will
exactly.
never forget that. But I know what she meant by that though. Like I'm here to teach you how to be a responsible adult or whatever,
Yeah.
a very respectful young woman. I'm not raising you. You know what I'm saying? To be in the streets or whatever, or for us to be best friends, we going to the club together, go hang out. We ain't never done none of that. Me and my mama, you know what I'm saying? She a pastor, so she don't drink, she don't smoke, she don't do nothing. So she don't even much cuss. So at the end of the day, I don't know how the hell, I must have got out my side from my daddy, because I look like a little bit, but I got my mouth from my daddy.
Yeah.
Thank
But
you,
you,
K Riz. Thank you.
yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
they don't live long. It was the most of them don't, but it's a few selected ones that do, like me and K Riz and MJ and Barnes.
What about y'all? What about y'all?
Because K Riz said gangsters don't live that long. I said, yeah, some of them do, but most of them don't. I said, you got MJ. He's still a gangster. You got Born. You got me. You got Talk News. We
No,
still
I ain't
thugging
no
out here,
gangster. I'm a good
lady.
girl.
Good girl stand for a double gangster. GG, double
But do
gangster.
y'all know, if y'all noticing how all the old school that are in prison are getting out of prison because they gotta make room for these new ones, and it's like they younger, they not in their 20s, they teenagers that's going to prison for life.
Yeah.
It's the
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I know.
teenagers.
My baby daddy got a life sentence. That's why people don't be fucking understanding what the fuck I be going through. Yes, I got a fiance, but we paying two motherfucking house notes. You know what I'm saying? We renting two house notes. I got a brand new motherfucking car that I ain't even want, a Jeep really. And then you know what I'm saying? We got insurance on that shit. He got a charger. We got to pay on that shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
shit is not easy. You know what I'm saying? And my baby daddy, he went to jail when I was 5 months fucking pregnant, and I was just praying to God that my baby was gonna come out here. I think I told this story to talk, but anyway, nevertheless, they gave him a life sentence with no parole for capital murder back in 2005, and he's still in there.
Mm.
Now we still communicate, and he can talk to his son or whatever, but. People don't be knowing what people be going through in real life. Everybody think
Yeah.
it's a
Mhm.
game and they want to make
Mhm.
jokes about shit and think somebody trying to fuck over them. But no, not really. I'm really a good person. I will help. I will give you the shirt off my motherfucking back if I
Yeah, I
got it.
fucks with
But
you.
if I
Got that
don't, I
right.
can't. I can't. It ain't nothing that I can do. But yeah, So yeah, it's
In the back,
difficult.
auntie.
And when he went in,
Okay.
he was young. He was like 18 when he went in there, and and that was hard on him. But he didn't adjust it, but he's still trying to fight to get out. Long as he keep his head up, and I tell him the same thing: never let go of God's unchanging hand. You gonna get up out of there, cause
Right.
Yeah.
that white man can say that white man can say no, but God can say yes. He can
Yeah.
overrule
Yes.
that.
Yes. Yes.
See,
Yes.
it's crazy y'all talking about this because I literally, when talking to them, came down here. I had a situation like this past weekend. It's like, bro, like I've been hunting since I was 13, 14. I'd have been through hella gun classes. I got my gun license. I got my hunting license. This what I think. If you got a little boy, a little girl, I say around I say around 12, 13, you need to teach them discipline with the gun. And this what my dad did for me. I went out to the country and shot the gun one time. It show you the power of the gun. It show you so you get respect for the gun. These little niggas don't know nothing. Like niggas just busting for nothing. You gotta show the
Right.
people, you gotta show your kids respect for guns and how operate it, how to do this, how that.
That's true.
The
Who is that?
background.
Is that MJ
Yeah.
standing
He
in
cut.
front
He
of?
cut. MJ. He went out for a second. But yeah, we have to, y'all. We got to, and we have to stand on these keys
Can
because,
y'all
like
hear
I
me?
said, okay, now
God
we can hear
damn.
you.
Every time I go, I just want to, motherfucker want to call. Ain't nobody call me all day. Damn, I'm trying to give a real spiel. Like, what I'm trying to say is like, you gotta have discipline. You got to, bro, because I think about that situation. I was talking to Born about it earlier on his live. I think about that situation. Now, I'm drunk as hell. Now, if I would have flashed out and did something, y'all wouldn't be talking to me right now. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
So I had my discipline. But when he put his hands up, like Third said, if it's self defense, I'm riding with it because first he pushed me, right? He pushed me, and then everybody jumped in. But before he pushed me, he was like, I'm gonna take that gun or I take it. I said, well, take it then, because I already know the law. I know about guns. So if he reached for my gun and try to take it legally in the court system, if you trying to take my gun, that in my mind, you trying to do something to me with my gun. So if I do something to you, it's justified. But that's
Mhm.
neither here or there. I'm just saying you gotta have discipline. You can't just flash out. What the one of the famous sayings, niggas in prison, nigga, 1 minute will give you a lifetime in jail.
Yep,
I
that's
mean, I mean
true.
1 second, my bad. 3 seconds will give you a lifetime in jail. You get what I'm
It
saying?
will.
Like
It
that's a
will.
fact though.
It will. But see, do y'all think that maybe we have these kids doing what they doing because some are lacking of the parent, like maybe a missing mother or a missing father, and they taking it um taking it to the, taking it to the streets because of the fact they lacking in. And that's why it's important as uncles and aunties, and what I'm saying, grandmas and everything, to be in your family's life,
Right.
because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, somebody could be struggling with their kid and don't have the support. And that's why it's good. See, me as an auntie, I've always been in my siblings kids life, and I've
Hmm.
always, what I'm saying. So if one of my nieces or nephew doing something wrong, I'm stepping up. Hey, 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 wait a minute. You going too far. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have to have an argument between me and your mama and your daddy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to be, I'm gonna have to step up. Hey, Ben, bro. I'm
Hey,
gonna have to step
Miss
up. You know what I'm saying?
Miss
Yeah.
Renee, I heard you say earlier the parents got to be held accountable. It ain't always like that because in my situation, like my mama and my daddy, they was from the hood, right? So my mama moved me to Cincinnati to get away from the shit. You get what I'm saying? But I still gotta go. My I did every other weekend with my dad, so I'm still in the hood. I'm still with my cousin, woo woo, whatever. And I had my first gun at 14, 15. My mama didn't know a thing. You get what I'm saying? I used to hide it in the back of my PS2. But I can't blame my mama for that. That's just me being a badass little nigga, a bad rebellious kid. You get what I'm saying? Like, so you can't always
Mm.
blame the parent because my mama didn't know nothing. You get what I'm saying? Like, I was a sneaky little nigga though. But you know what I'm saying? Selling weed out her house. She don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? So
Right. Yeah,
I
I done
really,
been
I
there.
really can't. I really
Well,
can't.
not
Now,
out
if
our
she
house,
knew,
but I was
now if
like
she caught
around the
me,
corner.
hold
Yeah.
on. If she caught me, that's different. But I was so sneaky and so slick with it, nigga. You know what I mean, hella shit behind her back, nigga. You know how like when you got a window, it got that little net, that little
Hey,
metal
sis.
screen, that little metal screen. You know, like
Yeah.
when you got a window, you got a
Yeah,
little metal
yeah.
screen.
Of
I
course,
done, I done made
yeah.
a hole in that
Yeah.
motherfucker, and I made a hole in the motherfucker, and I'm serving out the hole, nigga. High school, you get what I'm saying? But my mama not knowing nothing. She think I'm just a good ass kid.
Yeah,
Shit.
MJ, that was dangerous. Now, and I ain't never sold dope by my mama house, like her front door, but
Nah,
I didn't had it in there. I
we,
used to go.
we,
I have
we.
a meeting. That's okay with weed, but I'm just, even
But
with
it, but it, but
weed
look
though.
third,
I
but
would
look
serve him
third.
at the corner store. I walk like around the corner, cause I
Yeah,
never,
yeah,
cause
for
if you,
sure.
cause you can't,
But
you're
it's
not supposed to shit where you sleep though.
hell
That's
yeah. But look, third. For one, I'm 15. For two, it's all people from high school. Niggas wasn't on no robbing shit. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, we
yeah.
kids for
I
real.
guess it just
Now,
depends
now
on
I
where
get
you
what you
go.
saying. Now that I get older, hell no, nigga, I'm gonna meet you around the corner. But I was young and stupid. You get what I'm saying?
But then
But
you gotta understand too what you just said. Your mom
He could
moved
have got
you
caught
so
up.
that you have a better life. At the end of the day, kids they will act different when they're at home. And see, that's why you as a
yeah,
parent, you gotta keep checking regardless. You just can't just put all the faith, whether you want to or not, put all the
hmm,
faith into your child. You still gotta check behind them because at the end of the day, they minds are still growing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So you gotta nurture their mind. So
Now,
as they,
MJ,
you know what I'm saying, you got to stay in their business. You have to stay in their business. You know
right,
what
I
I'm
but
just
saying?
was a
MJ,
I
I
was a
got a
rebellious
question.
I was just a rebellious kid, bro. Like my
I,
mama, she was more strict. My dad was more like spoil me. But then when he died, it's like my mama wouldn't. I was used to getting whatever I wanted, and my mama wasn't on that. You know what I'm saying? Like she made me get a job when I was 16, or I had to move out. Nigga, I'm selling weed at my job. You get what I'm saying? But it's like I
yeah, I
was
get that.
rebellious. I really didn't have to do. I really didn't have to
Damn,
go the path.
I'm just bugged out. This
Yeah,
ridiculous.
I was a bad little nigga now, but I didn't have to do what I did. I did it because like I turned 18 on a Tuesday, nigga. I moved out Wednesday and never came back. I didn't have to do that. My mama
Uh-huh.
bought a house out here. You get what I'm saying? I'm just a rebellious little nigga. You get what I'm saying? But it's like fuck that shit, nigga. And I slid. But I didn't have
MJ,
to go that way.
I got a question for you. I got a question for you. So when you were saying you was
Yeah.
hustling out your mama house, now I know nothing happened, and thank God it didn't. And I wasn't talking about the YNs coming, but what if but them young niggas they talk when you that young, you snitching, you know how that shit go. You put them in there, whatever they could have snitched on you and came and raided your mama house. That's the reason why I say I never did nothing where my mom and them was, because you can never trust nobody that damn much. They kids. You feel where I'm
Yeah.
coming from? So I'm just thankful
Mhm.
nothing happened. Because your mama would have got in
Mhm.
trouble for this shit.
See, to think about it, you gotta look at it too, MJ. Your mom raised you, and as you start getting older, I mean, you had to start learning to depend on yourself. But as like you said, you was a hothead. You was still doing, but I bet you when you was around your mama, you didn't act like you was a hothead, because that's what a lot of kids do when they portrayed to be something, you know what I'm saying, at home. That's why I say you have to stay on the kids constantly, regardless. If your child ain't, and you know your child's supposed to be home at 5 o'clock, I mean 3 o'clock. If it gets 6 o'clock, you should be ready to be out there or making some calls or something to find out where they at. You know what I'm
Sending
saying?
some
Now
calls or
technology
whatever.
got it to the point where you can check on your kids at all times. You can know where your
Right.
kids are at all the time. You know, but
But it
back
wasn't like
then
that back in the
you
day.
couldn't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You had to
saying?
get in
So
your you
there's
had to
no
get in your
excuse.
car and go look for them. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can do that, but I mean now, like I say, you have to stand. You mean tell me you don't go in? I go in my son's room, honey. I'm opening up drawers. That's how I know that's how I know the little bug being in his room eating when he ain't supposed to because he don't been on ate something and put it in the bowl and stuff in the drawer. That because I'm snooping and going through
Talking
stuff.
about
You know what
talking
I'm
about talking about
I
he
swear to
cleaned
God.
up. My son
saying?
like that too.
Third.
Them boys
Yeah.
don't clean worth a damn.
Hey, third.
What's up?
Hey, my G
What's
Can you,
up, baby?
handsome.
can you say, bro? Can you say that again, man? God damn, man, motherfucker! I swear to God, bro. I got another call. Say that again. What you was finna ask me, bro? Fuck.
Oh,
What you
I
finna
had
say?
said saying like in regards to when you was hustling, at your mama house. I was saying with the young niggas, you got to worry about them because they young and they gonna tell it. You can't trust them because they kids. And I was saying, and on top of that, thank God it didn't happen. God forbid. But they could have snitched, and then your mama would have been in trouble because you was an adolescent. So I'm just
Yeah,
glad that
for
it didn't
sure.
go that way. That's what I said. So thank God,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, 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 for sure, for sure.
you slithered about it that one. So that's thank
Yeah,
God for
I
that.
was just doing dumb shit. I was a kid for I was 15, 16. Nigga be childish as hell doing stupid ass shit.
But
Yeah.
see, you did stupid stuff, but then you had brain too because you can tell. Yeah, you was out there doing stupid stuff, but your mama, you knew you didn't play with your mama. And see,
Hell
that's the
yeah.
fact. You know what I'm saying? We don't. The kids don't have no fear from their parents anymore. That means you know what I'm saying. It's like they don't care. No, you ain't gonna be my child and think you ain't gonna care what I say because I will backhand you. I will definitely backhand you. But you know what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. If you don't have, you don't put no type of. I like to put fear. Because I put fear, because they gonna make them think like, wait a minute. Now if I do this right here, my mama gonna do
I'm gonna
this
be
right
mad.
here. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a little bit of fear in you so that so you can start making these choices. And that's why I say about some of these men. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we got, a lot of, I'm not gonna blame because people think being in your kid's life is about money. It is not about money. It's about the time you spend with them, the time you check up on them, because that's all they want. They could care less if you give them money, honestly. As long as you spending some time with them and showing them some love, that's all that matters. But if you a parent that's out here that wanna be ghetto, you one of those parents that wanna. Yeah. You supposed to show you. Because I will show mine. You know what I'm saying when it need to be.
Yeah.
When it need to be. You know what I'm saying? But if further than that, I'm gonna be the mother that I'm supposed to be when I'm in public. You know what I'm saying? So if you out here being gangster at the age of 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, you out here being gangster. You think these babies ain't watching you? So you got the mama and the daddy being gangster. So what you think you gonna end up with?
Yep. That's what I said. Like even
Jail
paying
or
attention to
hell.
like
Jail or
parents'
hell.
patterns and stuff all the time. What they see you
Yeah.
do as they growing up, they gonna grow up and do the same shit. I'm
The
telling you,
same thing,
the
exactly.
same shit.
So if
That's
Yeah.
you
it.
don't, that's why I said if you don't put no fear in them, and you know what I'm saying, because society has changed a lot of stuff, right? So they got these baby thinking, you know what I'm saying, call 911 if your mama do this and do that. No, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna beat your ass, and then I'm gonna
Yeah.
pick up the phone and call 911 and say, y'all better come on get him because I just beat his ass. Come pick
Mm-hmm.
him up. Since y'all say call 911, so I just beat his ass. Y'all come on, pick him on up. Just plain and
Hold
simple.
on,
You know what
hold
I'm
on, y'all. I'll be right back. I gotta check on my little girl. Hold up.
saying? Okay. Hey, Nana, baby. So yeah, so if you don't do that,
Container.
I mean, what you expect? It's what you bring out. It's what
Yeah.
you have. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way you set up there and for 9 months don't carry the baby, don't you know what I'm saying? And you can't tell your child what to do. But then your child go out here in the
Mm-hmm.
street and the gang member say, well, I need you to go rob this bank. Something is not right because how your child not gonna listen to you, but gonna listen to what the person in the street tell them to do. Make it make sense to me.
Yeah.
That don't
Mm-hmm.
that you know what I'm saying? That just don't work with me. That don't work with me. You don't let nobody else take control of your kids. That's why you gotta be prepared and you gotta stay on these kids behind. These kids getting in trouble in school. That's why they talk to these teachers in the kind of way because they don't see the mama do talk to somebody or the daddy talk to somebody any kind of way. They don't got no respect for the
Yep.
teachers. They don't got no respect for the elders. What happened? What happened? We
Mm-hmm.
gotta bring that stuff back and
Miss
take
Renee,
control. Yes,
you you already answered your own question. It's the whoopings. Do you know I got straight A's because of whoopings? Do you know I didn't act a goddamn fool at school because of whoopings? I didn't
mhm,
be the
Mm-mm.
class clown because of whoopings. Whoopings, I'm
that's
telling you,
it.
that's the key.
Hmm.
That's the key. I'm telling you.
But
Yeah.
you
But
can't.
now, but now
But the thing about that is,
But
go
look, let
ahead.
me tell you something. But nowadays, if my daughter, if she say she just called me a bitch, and I flick her on her arm, and she go to school and say, "My dad flicked me on the arm," I fuck around, go to jail, bro. Shit, people soft now. Them whoopings, bro.
No,
I'm
no,
telling you that.
no, no. No, I'm gonna tell you something. No, you won't, because at the end of the day, once you train that child the way you supposed to train your child, they're not gonna go to school and tell nobody nothing. And if they do, you tell them, "Oh well, I brought you in this world, and I'm gonna take your ass right on out." Now, what you
But
want?
Miss Renee,
But y'all gotta
if
understand,
you
we
take a
living in the
belt, if you take
past.
a
We can't live in the past.
no
Y'all. That
talk,
works for
talk.
our generations. That type of
But
stuff
Nah,
does
no,
hell
not
nah.
work for the
Hell
parents.
nah. Motherfuckers ain't
It
getting whoopings no more,
don't.
talk. Motherfuckers
that's
ain't
the
getting
problem.
No,
whoopings
We're
no
not
more. You
getting
just saying that
over
because you
that.
don't whoop shit. You don't whoop shit.
no.
That's why
I'm
you
I'm
saying
saying that
that.
I don't have to whoop shit. It's a difference because my kids know how to act. That's the difference. But what I'm trying to say is it's not about that. Let me tell y'all, some of these people who go home and get their ass beat and do all that. Y'all know they go to school and take that shit out on other people. That shit don't work the same as it did with us.
Never did.
We understood that. That's what I said. It didn't work the same with us. These days, they going to school mad, angry, hurt, disappointed, upset, and going to take it out on other people by
The kids
unaliving
is
them,
soft.
bullying them,
It's
all
soft.
kind of
They
stuff.
soft.
That's what they
It's
doing.
No,
It's
no,
soft.
ways to
I
it's
gotta
ways to
disagree with you,
discipline your
Paul.
kids without beating their ass. It's ways to discipline your kids.
I
Start
gotta
early.
disagree with you, Talk. I gotta disagree with you, and the reason being is that the reason why I disagree with you, because let me tell you something. My grandkids right now call one of my grandboys in here right now, and I can tell you, my boys, if you go, they go to school, right? The
Thank
only
you,
thing
K.
they gotta
Reg.
say to the teacher said, "I'm finna call your grandma." Please don't call my grandma, cause you know why they gonna cry? Cause they already know when they get their ass home, it's ass whipping. My wife, let me tell you something. My wife don't hold no bars back when she be at that school. She'll tell the teachers, and the teachers they don't say nothing. You know why? Because they know she is their guardian, and she gonna do what she's supposed to do. We stay on those kids. We stay on them. We stay on them. When it's time to get that, if that means you got to get your ass whooped every day, you going to get that ass whooped because you're going to be somebody. You're not going to get out here and be doing all these gang signs and all this right here. Like one of my grandkids right now, he called himself, he tried it. He tried it last week. He tried it. The bus driver told me, "Oh yeah, he back there, he cussing and doing gang sign." Let me tell you something. I ended up sitting on the porch smoking a cigarette. He catch the bus at the end of the driveway, right? Okay, so when she stopped, she said this your child. So I'm like, who? Then she said something. I said, what? I said, no. I said, wait a minute. What's the name? She said, Tashawn. I said, yeah. I said, hold up. So I walked up to the bus or whatever. So I'm standing and talking to her through the window. I'm like, what's going on? She said, yeah, he be back there, cussing and throwing any time I hear blood, crip or something, whatever the stuff he said he is. And I said, oh yeah. I said, where he at? She called him up there. So I said, so we on the bus doing gang signs and cussing. I told the bus driver, I said, hold up, do you got 2 to 3 minutes? She said, not really. Oh, it ain't gonna take long. She got off the bus. So when he came around, so she said, I said, so you mean to tell me this older lady is the bus driver, you up at back there with your little friends back there cussing and throwing a gang sign. No, ma'am, no, ma'am. I said, so I looked at she said, so I'm lying. And I looked at him. I said, so is she lying? Then he said, yeah. I said, so she lying. He said, yes, ma'am. I said, oh, I said, you trying to be disrespectful. I said, hold up. I said, I said, you can go ahead and go because he ain't going to school today. Brought his ass right on up in this good old house, pulled pants down, got that ass toe up. So I'm not going to say that you can't do what you supposed to do. All you got to do is put down, whip them on their ass. They don't want you to bruise. I'm not gonna bruise you. Let me tell you what I do. I'll put your ass on the bed, put my knee on your back, and hit nothing but straight ass.
Damn.
Nothing but straight ass.
But let me say this, Auntie. Let me say this. A lot of us growing up got plenty of whoopings. We didn't get one whooping for something that we did and we stopped. We continue to do stuff. That's why we kept getting our asses beat. These
Mm-hmm.
whoopings and
Mm-hmm.
shit don't always solve everything. What people need to do, like I said, if you start early, like at an early age, you can't wait till they 7, 8, 9, 10 and plus to start coming in and demanding shit and whooping shit. No. You got to start early with that shit while they in the learning stage. Because when they get to 7 and 8 and all that, they're going through the social skills with other kids and stuff like that. So you already got to prepare them for shit. But whoopings don't help everybody. Whoopings could either make somebody even madder, take that shit out on somebody else, make them be angry all the time. It just depends on who's doing the whooping and who's receiving it. That whoopings don't work for everybody. It doesn't. There's plenty of people I know that did shit. I'm a cool did shit, got a whooping for it, and did it again.
I agree with you. But there's some that don't need whipping. I'm not talking about the ones who doing what they supposed to do. I'm talking about the ones who want to be bad. Who want, you know what I'm saying? Like my grandson. He like that because of the fact that his mama is in the game. So what he know is when he round his mama and she round her friends and all that. So that's what he know because that's what he see.
Thank
So
you,
that's
Two
what he
Wheels.
perceives. So
Look
so
what
so when he come to me, it's different in our household than it is with his mama. You feel what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I'm not saying every child deserve an ass whipping. And Kate Red, okay, there you go. I'm not saying every child deserve an ass whipping because they don't. Because every child is not bad. It's those ones who really need it that just being disrespectful. Because you got 8-year-olds, 7-year-olds that's cussing grown people out like they grown.
Well, that's their parents' fault. Their parents should have been slapping them in their mouth. Their parents should
And
their
that's
parents should
my
have fixed
point.
that. Their parents should have fixed that in the early stages. Once again, they can't wait till they 8, 9, and 10 when they going through social skills with other kids and watching what other kids do. Can't wait that
Right.
long. You got to start in the beginning with that.
In the beginning, yes.
That's facts. That's
When when
facts.
when they were a baby, don't you touch it. Leave that alone. You gonna get pop. You gonna get pop. I'm gonna pop your ass.
But
Huh? You
I
gonna
say
get
this
pop.
though. I say this though. It's different stages with kids though. You have that kid side, then you have that teenage side, then you have that grown side. So it's different stages to that. So you
True.
really have to factor yourself into they shoes And I ain't gonna say like put too much on them, but you gotta you gotta you gotta understand where they coming from more than what you trying to put into them. You know what I'm saying?
Some, I'm gonna say some, and I'm with you, K. Red. I'm with you, but I'm just saying some. Um, you said there's an echo. It might hold on.
It's on me.
It might be. Yeah, they say it's an echo. It might do. All you gotta do is just mute your phone a little bit. Let me see. Let me check. Let me
Let me
fix it.
turn it down.
But it's where you start. It's when you start them off. You know what I'm saying? It's where you
But it's
start them
not
off.
always like that though, Miss Renee. It's not always like that. Like I was a good kid coming up, but once I got into my teenagers, I turned to a whole nother person. You know what I'm saying? But
Just because you was in your learning stage, you gotta make mistakes. You
right.
have to make mistakes in order to learn. But the thing about it is making a mistake and keep doing the same mistake and keep doing when you know that you know what I'm saying. Once your parent tell you you know you wrong and you get in trouble for it, that's different. But you keep making the same mistake over and over and over again, then
Okay.
it's a problem.
Can I ask a
And
question?
that's when the parents is supposed to check you and let you know. Look, I gave you you got the opportunity to make your mistakes. You have to let teenagers make their mistake in order for them to enter to the next stage, which is the young adult. See, like you
Right. I
said,
can
it's
understand it.
stages that you got to go through, and each stage that you go through, you got to teach. You got to guide. You the teacher. The parent is the
Yeah.
teacher.
So
So
let me
you
ask you.
gotta teach them each step that they go. You got when you teach them from the baby, then you once
Right.
they
I
get from
understand
the
it.
baby to the toddler, then you got you from the toddler to not teenager. What's next? Toddler. Well, you be toddler till you turn what 13? No.
Now, a toddler, then it's a kid,
Okay,
then it
kid.
goes
Okay,
into,
yeah, and
yeah.
then teen. So it's each step that you gotta teach your child. Each time that you go, hey, Blue Princess, hey, welcome, baby, welcome, welcome. But you have to teach them. So you just can't just throw these kids out here and say, well, okay, well, you get, oh, you know right from wrong. No, they're not gonna know until they make that mistake and you correct them. Plain
Yeah,
and
and when
simple.
they do mess up, please tell them the consequences they can experience with certain things. Please explain to them why the hell they getting in trouble. Just don't beat their ass and say, if you do
Exactly.
it again, I'm gonna beat your ass again. No, explain to them why you got your ass beat. If you keep doing it, this is gonna be the results. Period.
Right. Right. You gotta keep telling them, and that's so that they'll
You
know
do gotta
what.
repeat it.
Yeah,
Y'all
you
might not
have
want
to.
to. You might not want to, but you do have. Somebody, told me before, like my ex I do dated, his son was older, and he was like, "You already told them this once before." I said, "They're kids. You have to repeat yourself multiple times.
Times you
They're
do,
kids.
you do. You have to.
You have
You have
to."
to. Until they start with and see once you instill in them everything that you need to instill. So when they get into the young adult, when they get to the young adult stage, you know what I'm saying. You don't did what you're supposed to do. When 21 come, now you're a grown man or a grown woman. Now you're on your own. Because right now we got a lot of people in prison right now wishing they had their mama. Calling on mama.
Hmm.
Well, we can talk about that though. We can talk about that too, though, Miss Renee.
Oh, we
You
most definitely can.
you don't have to put your kids out at a certain age. You know what I'm saying?
Now, yeah,
We get it though. You know what I'm saying? It might be complicated and this and that and the third, but as long as your kid is progressing, then you work with your kid. But if they
I'll
just
never put my child out because what we as parents, once you become a parent and you start setting your foundation, because you're gonna set your foundation. But
Yes,
once you set
ma'am.
your
But
foundation,
but you gotta understand this.
your
This
kid should
is
always be able to come home no matter what.
But you
One
have to
day you
understand
gotta
that your kid is a bill for life. That is something
exactly.
that you brought into this world, right? So
Yes.
eventually, if they have to come back, do anything, that is your that's your responsibility.
But
Period. You know what I'm
exactly,
saying?
that's your responsibility
Don't
to
get me
Mm-hmm.
wrong.
try and
Don't get
build
me
their own.
wrong. If they grown or whatever, don't get me wrong. At the same time, you don't want them outside here, so it's still gonna be your responsibility, though. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. People be like,
So
oh, you grown and you living with your mama and your daddy. Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
I sure am because
it's cool
that's why
because
they build a foundation for me to be able to come home when I'm if I can't make it out
Yeah.
here in this world and I fall
Yeah.
short. One thing about it, you should always be able to go
Go
home
back to a
to
parent's
your
house.
parents.
of course, that's why you always have a space at home. That's why you don't burn bridges with your family. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And you don't disrespect
So
your mother or your father because at the end of the day, that's the king and the queen. The prince and the princess is able to come home when they want, when they need to. Not saying that if you can't make, I don't care if it take you damn near 20 years that you can't get on your feet. You always got a home. Always. That's why we should never have nobody homeless. Never have
but
nobody homeless.
that's what I
Never
was telling
nobody
you
without no
because
food because
a
you
lot of
always got
people
a place to go.
how we grew up, well, how I grew up, you know what I'm saying? I was running to get up out the I was running to get through the streets. I'm like, shit, I'm finna do my own thing. I'm finna cut up. I'm finna get this money. I'm finna do this, do that. I start figuring out bills and start doing this and doing that. And I was like, damn, like shit, this shit a little hard though. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go back. And when I went back, I kind of understood more, and I was, more more into action about, when these situations happen and stuff like that. But in the beginning, you don't really want to hear all that shit. You like, man, shit, I can do this shit. So I mean, it's different for everybody though. Just keeping it real though, man.
That's facts, K. That's facts. That's facts.
Everybody
Like I
want to test the
said,
waters though.
yeah,
Everybody want to test the
yeah,
waters.
you do, and then you gotta fuck around and find out and have to go back home.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
do.
That water get deep, man. Shit.
My early 20s, I moved out when I was 19. In my early 20s, I went back. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
sometimes you got to, like, that's where you think you got everything out figured out and all that. Then, shit start getting overwhelming and stuff. You like, shit, fuck it. But like I said, for those who do have an opportunity to go back if you need to, it sometimes, like, make sure you have that bond with your parents. People
Right.
don't
Make
have the
sure you
option
got
to do
somewhere to
that
go back
because
to though.
they don't have
Right.
their parents. But yeah,
But everybody grow up different though. It's a lot of people that get beat on in their youth. A lot of people do all kind of different situations or whatever, or going through different situations or whatever, making them force them to leave. So, we don't
But
know those situations, but
anyway,
hey,
what you need? So I don't
it
so
is what it is though with that though. But if you got some good parents, man, keep them, man. And when I ain't gonna lie, man, when they gone, man,
listen,
all you got is memories, man. So, you know, keep that intact.
hey, listen, that beautiful. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry, y'all. I had done walked away. I gotta get your thing back, big. Shoot. Hey, Rose, beautiful. Uh, uh, MJ.
everyone.
Wow,
I'm
thank you,
fucking.
MJ. Thank you for the support. Again, anybody, if you feel the need that you want to support the channel, like I said, it's nothing wrong with, like I said, 99 cent $99299399499. It don't matter whatever you send. It's just the idea that you're supporting the channel. Me and Big, we do this every week. We do this every week, every Wednesday, just so that y'all can have some type of place where you can get your talk on and ease on and get off of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So all we ask is that you support the channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you guys, well, it's just once a week. So, but like I say, any amount is good for, is good over here. But now, so oh, for those who don't know, Steven's not in here. Those who got Steven channel, Could y'all please put up? He's a young brother who starting his own shoe company and t-shirt thing. You know what I'm saying? He rock out with us and everything. So we want to show him some support. Um, as always, we have different Big have her own channel. You know what I'm saying? So can y'all put big talk channel in there in the chat for those who got a channel, please. Feel free at any time you can post your link in the channel so that what I'm saying we all supporting each other around and on this mug. You know what I'm saying? We showing love. We showing a team. You know what I'm saying? But okay, back to the thing. I just had a quick thought. Make sure y'all hit the like button and share the live. We trying to get us up out there. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, let me say one more thing. Men's roundtable, they haven't been doing their thing like they supposed to, but I guess they'll be back up and running again next week. We have the men's
What's the
roundtable on
time
Tuesday.
frame? It's the time frame. I go to
Yeah,
school. I go to school around that time.
but it's coming back. They coming back.
I'm
They
gonna say
coming
this
back.
though. I'm gonna say this though, Miss Renee. Like when I was a teen, I ain't really care about, you
Thanks,
know what I'm saying,
Nina.
nothing. I ain't care about nothing that was going on outside. So, you know what I'm saying, the nigga was just built different. But once you really do get some men around you or something like that, and change your mind on some perspectives or give you a out, you know what I'm saying, as far as like, hey, you can do this and do that, and I'm gonna
Mhm.
show you how to do it.
Right.
And once you actually see
Backstage,
how a
Auntie.
person do it, though, you know what I'm saying, they'll
Yeah,
adapt to it.
having a
But
father figure
but
in,
if it's
in
too
the
far
child.
gone, then shoot,
Right,
that's
but
it.
having a father figure for when
You
they're
know.
young, that you know what I'm saying, to teach them how to, they can go take them fishing, or they can go take them to let them help them work on the cars, or you know what I'm saying, to cut the grass. Like it's just things like that, and then they can also give them the game the older they get. So if you, it's always a good thing to have some type of father figure. It ain't got to be your biological father. It could be your uncle. It could be you know what I'm saying, your older cousin or somebody that's on the right path. When it comes to that. But that's very important. Absolutely.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
true. That's what
most
made me want to
definitely.
stay in my kids' life. You know what I'm saying? Just
And
seeing that happiness
I
and seeing
salute
all that
all the
shit. You know what I'm
fathers that
saying?
do that. I told MJ the same thing. The mothers get all of the love, which it's just a normal thing. But some of the men will try to get up out the shit because they don't want to be held accountable. But all the men that do, like you, MJ, um, it's a bunch of other. I just can't think of everybody, but whoever else got kids and they take care of you, know who you are, Terrence, all y'all. I respect y'all. My hat go out to y'all because it's not like I'm patting y'all on the back, but it's just a form of respect. Like I look at y'all differently. You know what I'm
Right.
Mhm.
saying? That's y'all children,
Mhm.
and that's a part of y'all legacy. So that should be
Right.
the main thing that you even working for. You know what I'm saying? Or pushing for because you want your children to be straight when you go.
Mhm.
Right, but
Mhm.
it's getting you ready for this world, this real world though, where you got snakes, you got everything in the garden
Yeah,
outside here. You know what I'm saying? You think your friends is your friends. You
you got
think this is
snakes,
this. You think
rats,
this
all
is
kind of
that.
shit.
A lot of
Yeah,
that stuff will backfire, and then you'll put it on your parents. Like, man, you ain't do this, you ain't do that. But whole time you ran out there and you know what I'm saying,
yeah, and
ran
I
to the
absolutely did.
experience.
I couldn't blame my mama. It was all me, and I knew it, because I was just fast. You know what I'm saying? But looking back on it, I apologize to my mama though. A while back. You know what I'm saying? But it still never was the same because I just put her through so much. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, like K. Reeves was saying, I was 15, 16 years old. He might have not been outside, but I was. And I was hanging out with all my partners because I didn't realize, I knew life was serious, but I just didn't give a damn. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Explain it. I just didn't care. I was outside. I was getting money. you know what I'm saying? Trying to make little transactions here and there, kicking it with my partners. Like it didn't dawn on me until I got older how much, and when I had my own kids, how much pain
Hey,
I caused my mom. And I felt like
Mhm.
the bottom of the garbage can. Do you hear me? I had to
hey,
apologize to her and hug her and tell her like I'm so sorry for everything I put y'all through.
that
And
goes
you
to the
have
point
to.
where you got to go
Yeah.
through it before you understand it. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right,
Yeah.
right.
And as you
Yeah.
get older, you find yourself telling your parents, I'm,
Yeah,
You
I'm
don't,
so
yeah,
sorry.
you be like, yeah, because it'd be like, damn, I understand why you did what you did. I
Yeah,
might didn't understand it
Mm-hmm.
at the
and
time.
I know y'all was thinking that like how I was, like, man, mama, y'all trying to stop me from having fun, but they wasn't. No,
Yep,
yeah,
yep,
that's
yep.
exactly what I thought. That's how I felt.
Mm-hmm.
But they was trying to protect me.
Mm-hmm.
But
You
with
got
the
to.
with,
Appreciate,
with the
yeah.
guy side though, it's your environment too though. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're around whatever you're around, you're gonna accustom to it. So you gotta really just know your kids and see what you know what I'm saying, actually what they indulge
And
into.
see, that's where you got to teach your kids. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Miss Line Beautiful. That's where you got to teach your kids to where they got to use their mind to say, you know what, my mama taught me better than this. You know what I'm saying? I know the difference. I let my grandkids know. Look, you either got two places you gonna go in this world when you do something you ain't got no business doing. You either gonna go to jail or you gonna
Or
go
you
to
gonna
hell.
go to hell. Yep.
I ain't gonna
Now,
lie
which
to you,
one
Miss
you want to
Renee.
go to?
Miss Renee, just keeping it
Huh?
real with you. Just keeping it real with you. Once you start getting that peer pressure as a kid, if you don't know what peer pressure is, you gonna be fucked up. So once you get that peer pressure and you see everybody else doing it, you gonna want to do it too. That's why I said when you around that environment, you gonna end up
See,
being
Renee,
the same
see,
thing. You know what I'm saying?
But see,
It
that's the
it's
thing.
not
That's
gonna
where
be about
that's
how
where
you was
that's where you
raised.
as a parent, that's where you as a parent, what you don't taught them gonna kick in. Like I said before, they gotta make mistakes. That's the only way they're gonna learn. It's when they keep doing the same thing. You got some kids out here that make mistakes, and sometimes the mistake can just stop you in a minute. You know what I'm saying? But it's when you make that mistake, they should be able to figure it out and say, you know what? I don't did this one time before. I don't got in trouble for this one time before. Why am I still doing the same thing when I know that my mama or my daddy don't allow that? You know what I'm saying?
But what I'm telling you, Miss Renee, I'm going through that because I had a nephew. I was raising my nephew up to be somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But he still chose the streets, got in trouble, got probation, violated the probation, right? They still gave him a chance. He went out there and got in trouble again. Now he's sitting on 10 years. So they'll
Okay,
give
let me
you a
ask you a
pat on the
question.
back.
Okay, okay. Now you as the uncle
Yeah,
stepped in. Okay, right? So where's his mom or his father?
they there too, but I'm there to change how he was living. You know what I'm saying? But the
So,
way he was
so
living
the
already,
daddy not putting enough fear in his heart. The daddy not putting no fear like he's supposed to. He not strong. He not being strong enough. You know what I'm saying. You gotta love them unconditional. And if
But
you gotta take their ass to the jailhouse, damn it, you take their ass to the jailhouse.
right, I do
I ain't
agree
doing
with
that one
you,
though.
Renee.
I
But
ain't
Yeah,
doing that.
I do
you got
agree
you
with him.
got to.
I
If
do
they
agree
keep
with
doing
him
the
on
same
that
old thing,
though.
you got to do it because at the end of the day, I'm telling you, at the
I,
end of the day, if they get old, they're gonna respect you and say, you know what, my uncle cared enough for me to show me the way. And like I said, everybody's not gonna fall suit.
Right.
Everybody not
That's
gonna
what I'm
fall
telling
suit,
you.
and I get
That's what
that.
I'm
right,
I,
telling you. I
that's
mean, you
yeah.
gotta flip the ways though, because a lot of them, they catch up slow. You know what I'm saying? So once my nephew get out of jail, I got a job for him, an opportunity for him. If he choose not to do that opportunity, I'm not gonna be mad at him because I already know. He probably got something else going on, or he want to go back and fall back in the streets. You
but
know what I'm
then
saying?
there's something that's very deep because he got both of his parents. So there's something going on with him that's real deep that y'all need to find out what it is. It's something going on with him. Something is wrong.
Yeah.
Because
Sometimes
when
he's an
you got
ex.
both of your parents and they there, something is wrong with that baby that he not letting his feelings out. And y'all got to get to the bottom of it. And once y'all get to the bottom of it,
But he at his
it's
vulnerable state. He at his vulnerable state right now, nigga. You in jail for 10 years. You gonna let all your feelings out right then and there.
Let me tell you something, Kyrie. Have you ever
hey
thought
man,
about
John,
this?
oh my goodness, sis up in here. I'm sorry, y'all, my bad. Go ahead.
Paris, have you ever thought about this? Don't you know sometimes kids get threatened by other kids, especially kids that's bullying them and be telling them, you gonna do this, you gonna do this, you gonna act
Mm-hmm.
like this, you gonna act like. That's why I said it's important for you to talk to your child. Ask them these type
Mm-hmm.
of questions. I'm telling you.
Excellent.
Because
And
these
see, it's
people can be
something going
bullying
on with
these
your
kids into doing stuff they don't
nephew.
want to do,
Yeah,
all
something.
type of stuff. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Telling you.
something is going on. Something is going on. Something was going on with him that y'all didn't catch. Y'all didn't catch it. Had y'all
I,
caught it, he
I
wouldn't be
I
where he
caught
at
him.
today.
I just caught him being dumb. He's just being dumb to me.
No, it ain't.
You
It
get
ain't. That's
caught
not
three
it.
times and you already on an ankle monitor. Like, come on, bro. Like, you know what you doing.
But see,
You already
you can
had
you can't
chances
give up
already.
on him. You can't give up on him until you find out what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So now it's to the point where he don't got to the edge and he been pushed over because there was
Man,
nobody to catch him while he was falling. Nobody was catching him, so he just fell right on over. But once you know what, the next time you talk to your nephew, you know what you say to him, nephew. What is there something that went on that you're not telling me? Because sometimes kids hold stuff in and they would carry it for a long time, even to their adulthood, because there was nobody there to ask them what is wrong. What can I, as your uncle, as your auntie, as your parent, or as whatever, that can do for you? What can I do for
I'm gonna
you
say
to help
this: he
you?
had the best of both worlds. He came. He was in the hood with my sister, but he came over here where I stay. Well, wish you could call it the suburbs and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Same predictum. So it's just like, bro, like it's you. You have to get yourself together. And that's the things that I talk about to him though. You know what I'm saying? You
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it's not the point where you can blame anybody. You gotta blame yourself, get yourself together,
That's true
understand
too.
what the hell you was doing, and then come back out here with a clear mind. You know what I'm saying?
And
Well,
maybe
let me.
these 10 years might clear his mind up, and he probably won't be a person that keep in and out of there. Maybe this one time gonna teach his ass. Sometimes you have to let them fly because they'll fly back.
Man, he a baby, man. That man was 21 years old. He finna spend the rest of
Well,
his 20s in there.
yep. So I mean, but again, there was a choice that he had to make, and like
You
I
gotta
said,
go through it. Yeah.
he got to go through it. And like I said, this might teach him. Just this one experience might teach him. He might be like, when I get out, I'm getting myself together. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing this. But sometimes you have to let them fly away because at 9 times out of 10, they're gonna come back. They most definitely gonna come back. But you
And
have
what
to
I,
let them fly away and get what they, whatever that's out there for them, because they could have stopped it, and he chose not to. When they get to a certain age, you have to pull back a little bit and take your hands off. I say like around
Mm,
16, you gotta pull back a little bit because you
I
don't
feel
want to
like they
push them
can't be
hard.
no followers though. I hate
That's why
followers.
you
You
gotta
can't.
teach them to be a leader.
That's my whole
let,
thing. I was doing that, but at the same time, it's more like I was telling him, but I ain't really get to show him everything before he got into, what I'm saying, his situation.
well, let me say this, Kyrie. I know when my daughter, when she went to like middle school trip, like fifth, sixth grade, she was going to a different school. She was tripping out and stuff, talking back and all that. And I was getting calls. You know what I had to tell her? Now let me tell you, my nephew, his mama lost him to my brother, right? You know what I'm saying? And she ain't never around and all this. So I told her, I said, you
What's up?
got both your parents active in your life. There's no way you should be acting no type of way. He got a reason to act the fuck out. What reason do you have? Kids have
Mm-hmm.
reasons based on their background. You know what I'm saying? But you said your nephew had both parents. They were active. I'll be like, what is your reason? Little Taquan Sean over here got a reason because he ain't got his mama. She ain't shit. Daddy ain't shit. You see what I'm saying? He got a reason for why he acting out. But what is your reason?
Right.
What's your reason?
Mm-hmm.
Because you want to? Sometimes you gotta talk to your kids like you talking to somebody, you know what I'm saying, in the streets or something. Sometimes that's what I do. I be real with them. I don't sugarcoat nothing. I set them up for real life.
Exactly. Don't sugarcoat
I'ma
it.
say it like this. I'ma say it
Don't
like this
sugarcoat it.
though. His reason to me is you listen to the music, you seeing what's outside, and you don't really care about no job. Ain't nobody talking about no job and no music.
So he wanna fit
So
in.
so so what he really
Mm-hmm.
doing is trying to fit in. And then
Mm-hmm.
when you fit in and you get caught, where them niggas at?
Guess what I'll be
What
like,
where them
nigga,
same niggas
nigga,
that
you
was
a leader. Why you a
Yeah.
leader? Why you following for? You a leader. Set the trend. What we talking about? You a leader. Make people look up and do what you do. Why
Mm-hmm.
you following
exactly?
what
That's why I
everybody
was
else
telling him. I
doing?
was like, it's so many ways to get money. You looking
Yeah.
at it one way. You looking at it one way. I'm
Mm-hmm.
telling you different ways to get money. You
Mm-hmm.
looking at it like, man, my friends gonna look, man, they gonna think I look corny out here doing it. Like, nigga, like, you gonna be the nigga that's
Yeah.
free with all the money.
Now I be like, nigga, I be like, nah, they look corny. That's what you fail to realize. Them niggas look corny. What you talking about?
Right.
And,
You
see,
gonna be the
and,
nigga
see,
that's
and you
free
yeah,
with
that's
all the
what I say.
money.
You should have cut. They
Hey,
should have. Let me tell you something. My son is 15 years old. I cut his friends off. Oh, who? I don't let me catch you around him no more. Don't let me catch you around. No, I cuts them off. No. As long as I'm still feeding, clothing you under my roof, because you gonna stay up under my roof and graduate and walk across that stage and make me look like somebody. But as long as I'm doing that, you gonna do what the fuck I say. If I say cut that friend off, that's what the fuck you gonna do. Because
That's how
one thing
my
we
auntie
got two
was
things for
too.
sure, I'm gonna embarrass your ass. I'm
I
gonna
would say
embarrass
that's how my auntie was, man. Get your ass from over here. I'm like,
you.
damn, bro.
Exactly.
You look corny than a
Exactly.
motherfucker.
Now you can be if they want to call you corny nerd, but then you know what? You gonna be somebody.
man, for
You gonna
real.
be somebody. You ain't
Yeah.
gonna be living up
Exactly.
in that. Because one thing about it, I tell my kids one thing about it, go to jail. You ain't gonna get no visitation. Not
Yeah.
from me.
That's what
And
my auntie
bringing
told
no
me.
money putting on no books, because for one thing, you should have thought about what you were doing. You wouldn't be in the situation to get locked up, to be waiting for me to come and visit you and put money on your books. So no, I'm not coming. Now go to jail.
Yeah.
You
That's
not go to
real
jail. It's
shit.
crazy.
No
Now go to
bullshit.
jail now.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I'm
That's
telling you
real
what,
shit.
I'm telling you what I'm not gonna do. Don't call my phone collect. Don't call me nothing.
Yeah. And I will say this, like with my uncle, he like he was like considered my brother because maybe we was like around he's a little bit older than me, like maybe 9 to 10 years. But anyway, granny, he was a baby boy, right? And he ended up, let me tell you, he had a great mother, a great father, all this type of shit. He ended up going to jail majority of my because I used to go with my granny to see him, right? And the thing about it, you know what I used to say though all the time? I used to tell my granny, I had to tell my granny this, God rest his soul right now. He passed away. But let me tell y'all something. She handicapped him. Handicapped him. Do you hear me? Didn't
Yep.
have to want for shit. Everything was handed to him. Handicapped him.
Uh-huh.
They put him in a mindset where he had to go to jail, be institutionalized. God, I didn't know he was to say he was a lost soul. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like she handicapped him.
Right. You can't do that
She didn't
though.
want to see her son do bad and all this, but it led him somewhere else.
True. That's facts. That's
And I'm
facts.
telling you, it did, and it's crazy. And then for her to, I know she feels some type of way, 'cause for her to know that. And I probably should, cause my granny got a good heart. She probably know that, like I could have pushed him more or whatever. And so for his last days, for him to die right there in her house is crazy. Just imagine how somebody feel, cause you know what I'm saying. You know that you handicapped this person, and you probably like, damn, I probably played a part in him going to jail because I could have done better. Not to say you want to blame yourself, because at the end of the day, it's their choices. But sometimes you
Facts.
you got to make people do their own shit. Don't handicap them. Make them figure it out. It's okay to
But
help them when they need help.
you gotta look at this too though, talk. People looking like it. All the girls, they got this, they got that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I had to get my mind frame out of that. But a lot of people don't get their mind frame out of that. They looking at what's straight down the street. I know people that They don't live outside of two streets.
Mm-hmm.
They only live in two streets. They to the store, back. From here, there. That's it. They don't even know what's outside the whole city. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
they grew up like that. And they still like that. That's crazy.
Well, we got to stay on these babies. Right now, right now, y'all, the funeral homes is making so much money. Hmm, y'all don't hear me.
Mhm.
The funeral home is making so much money right now. If you were to go into business and open up a funeral home, but golly, you gonna make so much money. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Don't tempt
Who,
me.
who,
Don't tempt me. I go do it. Don't
because
tempt
like
me.
I said, these guns, like I said, these guns, the music, what y'all say, what you say, James, the drill music. Can't listen to no drill music. Hold on, let me add my. Do y'all be listening to drill music up in here? Okay, you said yep, like you proud. So what drill? What music is that? Cause they don't play it while me. Oh, yeah, this is drill music. Long as I don't hear it. Yeah, as long as I don't hear it.
Hey, I ain't gonna say. Look, I'm gonna just say it like this. Look, what you don't know, it won't hurt you. But
They must be listening to it on their phone with their ear, cause they sure ain't playing it in here.
you ain't around them 24/7 though.
Exactly. So as long as they don't play it around me, don't play it loud up in here, we good. Cause you better listen to it out there. Or you better have your earphones on where I can't hear it. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. We listen to old days and Mary J. Blige and all that up in here.
Yeah, this was cool though. I'm gonna let y'all get back to y'all.
No, you good,
Y'all
Kevin.
subject though. You know what I'm saying?
You good, stay up here.
Okay.
You good. Hmm. But do y'all think the music do y'all feel like the music has a lot of influence on these kids though?
Shit, it had me going out there trapping. You, I say that. Yeah.
For real?
A little bit of it. A little bit of it. I mean, what I seen outside made it more different. You know what I'm saying? But far as like the music probably like 10%. I, I ain't finna get out there and just wanna kill nobody and all the other stuff. So
And see, that's what I'm saying. The music, the music have changed so much because back in the day, the worst music that we had when back in my day was NWA. No, first it was Two
Ice
Live
T.
Crew, Two Live Crew,
To
and I
kill
feel
somebody
like,
too live crew is crazy. What the fuck?
huh?
You talking about to hurt somebody? Too live crew had
No,
they want to hurt it?
I'm saying the worst music because Two Live Crew got banned from the USA.
Yeah, I get it, but they wouldn't making nobody hurt somebody.
Exactly, exactly. They was the more talking about booty shake than anything, but they got banned. They got banned.
Okay.
Then NWA and them kind. Okay. Now the music that's today, you got people, you got kids, young adults being disrespectful, going to people's grave, pissing on people's grave, doing that's so disrespectful. You think I want my child to hear anything like that or see anything like that? No. They gotta be watching it behind my back.
Yeah.
Because what you don't do, you don't disrespect the dead. See, that's where the morals come in, and where these parents is not telling these kids what they need to tell them. Hmm.
I mean, I'm gonna say, Miss Renee, when you was young, did you respect everything that your parents said?
Truthfully, not when they was around. I mean, I respected them when they was around, but I was being a teenager, and I went out and did things I wasn't supposed to do. But I didn't do things where it was gonna land me up in jail. I fought. I fought. Yes, I did.
Mhm.
But back then we fought. You could fight back then and beat that person up, and you living. This day and time, you can't fight nobody, and you don't know if you gonna live.
So don't fight.
So I'm just gonna let somebody walk up on me and just beat me up, and I'm not gonna hit back.
Nah, that's the youngster mentality. I'm not gonna fight you. I'm gonna shoot you.
Right? So they don't fight no more. They shoot. They shoot.
That's my
So
point.
my thing over there, how is it that a 12-year-old and a 13-year-old can get a gun?
Cause they everywhere. They out on the streets. Anybody can grab a gun. Anybody can sell a gun. So at the same time, it's more like you have to know what your kid actually doing.
My
uh,
point. My point.
at 12 o'clock at noon, grabbing a 38.
My kids believe in when it turn dark and the street light come on, they better be in front of that door.
But you all know what's going on in the afternoon. They might bury their gun in the backyard. Here saying that yeah, it's something I used to do. But might bury the gun in the backyard. Come
But
back, clean it up when you gone, and carry it.
this the thing, you can't fool your parents. Huh.
Not for too long, but you can.
Now, cause you can fool them, then they will never catch you on anything that you do.
You can fool them for a nice amount of time, but eventually you gonna do something dumb to get caught though. And that's just any criminal though. Period though. Eventually you gonna do
So,
something dumb to get caught.
so what's the solution? What you think is what could be the solution to to pull our kids back?
All I can say is raise them when you raising them from 2, 3 years in 2, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 5 years old, something like that. You got to give them the real and talk to them. And not saying you're gonna be their friend or nothing like that, but you know, I mean, make it your best forward to have a relationship with them, and make it where they can sit down with you and talk about different situations and stuff like that.
And see, that's why I'm saying people think people are being their kids' friends.
Yeah, they are though. Especially if
I
they be
I
doing some
can't be
rapping
my kids'
stuff. They
friend.
do some rapping stuff. Yeah, they definitely finna be their friends.
I can't be my kids' friend.
Yeah, I can't
I,
do
I,
it
I,
either.
I can't get high with my friend, my kid. I can't. I can't go to the club with my daughter and tell my son, let's go to the store and get us an outfit so we can go to the club tonight. I can't do that.
I mean, if you're a clubber, you're gonna do it anyway though. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
Unless you're gonna go to another club.
Exactly. If I walk into a club and my child is in that club, I'm definitely leaving.
I mean, they don't supposed to go to. You supposed to be going to what 30 up clubs and all shit like that. You don't
Yeah,
want to
you
go to
right, 'cause I
no.
definitely won't go to no club With these 20 years old, and I can't do it. I'm old school.
Yeah, for sure. I'm 36. I ain't finna go to no damn 18-year-old and up club. I already know what that is. Shit, I been living that life already.
Mm-mm. Well, we got to figure it out. We as parents who got kids got to figure it out. We have to figure it out some type of way. We got to come together and
It
figure
ain't
this
too
stuff
much.
out.
It ain't too much that you can figure out. It's just knowing your kid. It ain't too much that you can figure out though, because a kid gonna be a kid regardless. Like like me, I'm gonna be who I am. I had to make that change. You know what I'm saying?
We got to bring
It ain't
we got to
instilled
bring
into
back
my parents. It ain't instilled to
Miss
my
Jenkins
parents.
who
It's
used to
just
be.
something that I chose to be like, man, let me get my shit together, man.
We got to bring back Miss Jenkins that used to sit on the porch and watch everything that go down on the street. And if you cut up, whip your butt and send you home. We don't got that no more because
It
the
ain't.
kids are so disrespectful.
Look, Miss Renee, you ain't got that no more. But at the end of the day, a kid gonna be a kid. You know what I'm saying? And I
No,
actually
yeah,
put
a
that
kid
in.
gonna be a kid, but a kid gonna stay in a kid's place. For one, let's start not having the kids when they little hanging around grown people, being in grown people conversation. Because when I was growing up, you were hanging around grown people, you gonna get cussed out or get hit in the mouth.
But you was still hearing the conversation.
No, I would go off and play. Cause somebody gonna peep that I'm looking. So I'd rather go and go play than to get caught listening to what the grown people is talking about.
Okay, then your sister was hearing the conversation. Somebody was hearing the conversation to come
And
back.
somebody may have been, I don't know. We were too busy playing kickball. I love
Okay,
playing kickball. I
then.
was trying to get my time in outside before it got dark. Cause I knew when I had to go in the house, I had to take a bath and go to bed.
Yeah. But we talking about, you know what I'm saying, when you actually knowing what you're doing and you doing what you're doing. It's a little bit more different. You know what I'm saying? Because
It'll have to be a little more different if the people stay on it. Just because the people tell you, the government tell you, you gotta stop doing this. You ain't gotta stop doing that. You still can raise your child.
let me ask you
Yeah.
this, Miss Renee. Let me ask you this. Do you wake up and watch the news?
Thank you.
I sure do.
Yeah.
My granny used to do the same thing, right? And I always used to be like, man, why she put the news on? I'm trying to watch my channels. And I used to be mad back in the days. Now, do you know what I do? I wake up in the morning and I watch the news.
Let's go, Lisette. The village
Crazy how
gotta
the
be
scenario
strong.
is.
Thank you, Mary Charles. You gotta keep them busy. Let me tell you something. My kids, right about now, my grandkids, right about now, it's 8:30, 8:35. Guess what they doing? Getting their school clothes out, and some of them don't have their bath. And guess what? 9 o'clock come, lights out. My house is quiet at 9 o'clock,
Mm-hmm.
and
I feel you.
that goes for my 15-year-old too. So he busy because he play basketball. By the time he come home, it's time to come home, eat, take a shower, and get in the bed because he tired. Yeah, the little ones, yeah, they don't got their school clothes out. They don't have their bath. They don't eat. Now they just sitting right now. Right now they on their phone because at 9 o'clock phones are taken away and off to bed they go. I run a tight ship around here, and they better make sure that their chores area is straightened up. Yeah, I run a
You
tight
said.
ship. When you say big,
Say that's I know that's right.
hmm,
And my kids know every weekend, Saturday, better clean your room, show all that shit. Like hell nah.
exactly.
Yeah, keep your shit together. I hate when I walk in that room, I be like, what is this? I don't like to see the room just be shit everywhere. I'm like, come on now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they
Wait,
took
just
the
stay in.
sinners away. That's why you got to make sure they in um some type of sports or something. My grandsons, they play football.
Mm-hmm.
They into football. They, you know what I'm saying. They got something to
Kids
do.
play
They don't,
sports.
right. Yeah. Okay. Hold it down right quick. Talk. Let me run answer my door right quick. Talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here too, yeah. Well, y'all just gotta be more involved in your kids' lives. And that's just gotta be more involved. If you not, just get different results. It's not hard, you know. See if they like a sport. Keep them busy. Keep them active. It's actually fun, y'all. I actually enjoy being a sports mom. It's actually fun. When I'm not doing it, I'll be bored as hell. I do. Hmm. Thanks, Kyrie, for pulling up. Shout out to Bird and MJ that pulled up on the panel today.
Yes.
So yeah,
Okay. Okay. Yes. 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 Thanks. Thank y'all for the super chat. I appreciate y'all. I'm feeling. I'm really feeling the fact that y'all are supporting the
yes.
channel. I appreciate those who do support. Like I say, if you can support the drama, you can support Miss Renee and Big Talk. Let's go, cause we get up here
Supported
and we
the
talk.
real conversation.
Yes, real combo. It's nothing. It's not. It's not gonna take y'all nothing to send a
Nothing at
super
all.
chat. Not at all. Not nothing. I be seeing y'all in those chats throwing out 20s and tens and dollars and why we can't have that over here? I'm just saying. I'm just saying why we can't have it over here? Why we can't get shared out? Why we can't get at least 20 people? You know what? Nobody don't come over here and really show us love like that. But do we care? No, we don't, cause we have those who come in and give us the good conversation. That's what it's about. Having a good conversation and learning. And learning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, um, but again, those who are not sub to Stephen Blake, please sub to him. Check him out. He make his own shoes. The haters. I think I said it right.
Yeah, so
Haters.
yeah, haters.
Haters.
Haters. Mhm.
He do some good work. Support him if y'all can. You know what I'm saying? Sub to his channel. Um, I can't with Shalana. I
What
can't with
she say?
Shalana. To our son collection plate.
Oh,
Thank you,
shout
man,
out to Miss
child, for the super
Mary.
sticker.
She
Appreciate it.
passing it
Appreciate it.
around, ain't she? This is the time we're gonna pass around the collection plate.
Oh yeah, we do that. Yeah, we do. Cause we feel like that. If everybody else can get some love, we can get some love too. Just like the kids. I whoop. MJ, you stupid. MJ, you. You stupid, MJ. Thank you, Mary Charles, for the super chat. We super sticker. I really do appreciate it. We really do. We try to make sure everybody, what I'm saying, we try to talk about everything over here. We talk about everything. Things that sometimes people don't want to talk about. We talk about it. That's what we do over here at the Women's Roundtable. So if anybody ever have a suggestion, all you gotta do is hit the comments. Um, and let us know. Look, y'all, or hit us up and say, yeah, let's talk about this. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we might not always have the right conversation, which we do. But We might not be have
Period.
the right color, you know what I'm saying? But we talk about everything, anything and everything that can help somebody. We here, you know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
we
So
are.
we just thank y'all for pulling up, you know what I'm saying, and showing us love. We are super 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 happy. We are super
Yes, we
happy.
are. Very
Um,
appreciative. Yes.
so those who do have a channel, please drop your link so that everybody can. I mean, those can
Lamp.
sub to your channel. And as always, as y'all know, talk. She do have her own channel, the Men's Roundtable. We got pick a good day to go. For I mean that's up to y'all, K Riz. I mean that's y'all thing. But y'all not y'all need to talk. Y'all need to talk. I mean,
Think about it.
where you going, Mary Charles? We ain't ending yet. We haven't even hit our 2 hour mark. We just talking and showing
You was,
love and telling
you
y'all
was
thank y'all
closing
for
it too.
huh?
I thought you was ending it too, the way you was talking.
I know.
I thought you was
Yeah.
ending it too.
Shalonda is walking around with the collection plate. Please feel free to throw something in the collection plate.
She said she walking around with the plate. Lord,
Feel
these are
free to.
my aunties, y'all. These are my aunties. She said she
What
walking around with the collection.
she said? Did we pick a bank? What did come on, here, Shalana. What did you talk about earlier? I don't think I was on. No, I wasn't on your channel today. You went live today. You went live today. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes y'all. I mean, and also let me let y'all know that the panel is always open. Um, we just started. Started letting the men come up. Those who come up and be a gentleman, and so far so good. I can't say that. Shalana, get your hands out the collection plate, Shalana. Get your hands out the collection plate. See, look at her. Oh, you can't let people come over to your house if you want to steal stuff. You know I did. Shalana, I
Really?
can't with you. I can't.
These are my aunties, y'all. Just ignore it. Yeah, so silly.
Carrie said, get your hands out of my pocket. Yeah, Carrie, she walking around with the collection plate and got her hand in the plate. Get your hand out my plate. Girl. Uh-uh.
Going for I'm dead.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, y'all. Oh, I got to most definitely Bettina, I gotta check on her because this is the second week she ain't been. I know she hit me up and said that she had been working, so I need to check on her and make sure everything is good with her
Yeah.
because she said she been working.
Definitely got to
Yeah,
check on her.
most definitely. But yeah, we most definitely trying to give y'all some good, and if y'all have any kind of tips, so let me tell me this, big, what you think about at the end of the month we're gonna start doing like the book club, like read, with telling each other. I can't look at Shalonda.
What she say?
Hell
She
nah.
said,
Her
she said, get your
email.
hand out the collection.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Now
Wait a
it's
minute.
like, what is that? Your
She
cash out?
said
What?
Shalonda. Oh, I don't know what
What her
Shalonda
cash
doing.
out? Because it ain't got no ad. I don't know what that is. It's a page. It's a,
Yeah, it's her page. She put it up there wrong.
see, you don't know how to get the link. You don't know how to
I
put your
don't.
link.
She's
He say,
oh
let me
my
see
god,
what's
hey,
happening.
Tim. Shalonda, I can't with you. I can't with you. Mm-mm. 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 Well, we kind of finished kind of early, huh?
Put it
Look
down.
at.
I'll put it down there for you, Auntie. That's
Uh,
Shalonda's
um,
link, y'all.
okay, check Shalana. She up here. Search her real. Pat her down real good. Pat her down.
And she said, pat her
You
down.
said if you got a channel, drop your link, and that's what I did.
But
Now
Auntie, you
y'all
didn't drop the link. You just dropped your pat. But I
going
dropped your link
crazy.
for you. I dropped your link
Yeah,
for
you
you.
dropped the wrong link.
Now y'all trying to act like I'm going crazy. Shut
It
up,
wasn't an
Well,
Kim.
actual link. You just put in your page name. So I got grabbed your link so they could just click it and go directly to your page.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Showing like
You
it
can go directly to my page.
oh, okay.
to go out
That's
and
what it's
see. Cause
up
I didn't know.
under. This just the
See.
screen name talk.
So, Shalana,
It's
what did
gonna
you talk?
still
What
lead
did
you
you
over to
talk
me.
about
But
today?
what I was saying about piggyback, because we was talking about that earlier
Talk about
on
what?
my panel about how the kids be disrespectful. Some kids be disrespectful to their parent.
Oh yeah. Well, how we end up getting on there because in my city yesterday, um, some teenage boys was at the mall fighting,
Mhm.
and the they were 16 and 17, and
Mhm.
17 the 17 no the 16-year-old pulled out a gun and shot the 17-year-old and killed him
Ooh.
in the mall.
Mm.
So we were just talking about, how parents need to, what I'm saying, keep a check on, what I'm saying, how is it that your child walking around here with a gun, what I'm saying, and you're not, I just feel like you should be able to be in your kid's business, so now
But
parent don't lost a child. Yeah,
once them kids leave that home, you don't know what they doing out in the streets
you
unless you
don't.
following them around.
But my thing of it is, like I was saying, it got to the point where they do it in broad daylight now. It's like they did it in the at it was like round one something in the afternoon. First of all, why y'all not in school?
Right.
Second of all, why would y'all do it in the mall where the mall be crowded regardless, and y'all up in the mall fighting? And what are
Mhm.
you doing carrying a gun in the mall?
That's
You
on the
know?
mall. See, that's why I think they should make. And I said it before. I think they should make for the people that be carrying guns where the doors detect the guns, not the security guard. Because
Right.
you go up on the metal detector, you can get away with it. They need to
Yeah.
make doors that detect guns that will lock it up, lock the door, and shut it down where they can't come through the other door.
Right. Right.
Because ain't none of
Yeah.
them half of them damn mall cops or school cops is not police officers. So they ain't carrying.
Yeah.
I know down here, like, they have them check, like, you got to check your wall. You got to be with an adult if you're a certain age. Put
But
wristbands
the
on
thing
you
about
if
it,
you
it's
are,
sad that you got to put those type of things in schools
yeah.
everywhere. You know what I'm saying? That you have to, you know what I'm saying, put put that so that your child can be safe. You know?
Hey, we pay enough
Hmm.
taxpayer pay enough money. They need to start making our money make our kids safe.
True. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I let them go.
And it's gonna take me 3 to 5 years to get some money from you because my child done got hurt on your property. And that
right.
still ain't gonna take back the life that I lost.
lost. Right, right. But see but that's the thing though, Urban. Why do you gotta have metal detector everywhere you go now? Like Walmart show tell you in a minute, don't bring no gun up in here. They got the thing and to tell you no weapons. You know what I'm saying? And and like I said, it's sad that you send your child to school, but at the same time, you don't know if somebody child bringing a knife or a gun to school. You know what I'm saying? And how is it that they get to these guns? Like K. Rich said, some are probably hiding them at outside. You know what I'm saying?
I do know,
But
like my
Yeah.
daughter's school, she went to in the ninth grade. I took her out of there because of the environment. I put her in private school, and the next year they ended up some kid came in there and unalived this girl and everything. Now they got metal detectors in there because he came in, did a whole video on Instagram, everything. Came in there, and started shooting at people. It hit a couple. They didn't die, but they hit a couple people. Then one of them got unalived.
that's crazy.
And now they got metal detectors. And then at one point, somebody brought a gun up in the game. So then they start making you wear like and winding you down and stuff. But it's
But
sad that your child could have went to
mhm,
school that day and been the person that got hit,
mhm,
innocent bystander. You know what I'm saying?
It
It's
happened at
crazy.
all schools.
No, it
It could
do.
be
It do.
somebody over in the Catholic school
That's true. And
going
they
through
be there
something.
too. I'm not
You
saying.
just don't
I'm not.
know what app might happen. You can't
Yeah,
escape it.
that's
If
factual.
it's your time, it's your time. But you can prepare your kids and
Mm,
tell them what they need to know instead of hiding it from them. See, when we was coming up, it got hidden from us. You know what
yeah,
I'm
I was
saying?
told that.
So when we got up a certain age, that's when we found out a lot of stuff. But these kids,
Mm,
it's out there in the open for them to see it. Ain't no hiding.
mhm, mhm. Yeah.
You
it's
can't
true.
hide it with them. Because
Mm,
there's
mm,
too much
mm.
going on out here. They need to see everything.
But if it's in their face, you should step up and advise what's going on, what it look like, or what it can result to. Just write the shit down.
Yeah.
We understand that this song is right in their face, but you step up and be like, listen, okay, you act like you want to do some stuff like this is what's gonna happen. It's just a song.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
we got
saying? Don't
shut
crash
away
out.
from a lot of stuff. So we
Mm-hmm.
ain't get to know
I
about
believe it.
Mary Sue daughter down the street wound up getting molested by her uncle or stepdad.
And it
We
always
had
in the
to
Mhm.
find
family.
this
It's
shit
always
out
in the
years
family.
later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. You're right. You're right.
It's
Yeah,
true.
we had to,
It do come
cause
out when
they
they
done
adults,
shipped her
though.
off. All
That's
we
true.
know, she disappeared, and she come back with a baby. So
That's crazy.
yeah, she
I'm
come back without the baby because they done gave the baby up for adoption, or some auntie raising the baby.
But the
Mm-mm.
thing about it is, it's like it's hard now that we don't have a solution.
Right.
Really, we don't have a solution, and it's like every year it get worse. Like I said earlier, when I first started the live, they're letting all the other people, older people out of prison because they got to make room for the young kids to come in.
Right.
And they not playing with them because they literally giving these people life, 99 years, 100 years, 200 years, and you know what I'm saying. At first,
Some of them old people too old to do anything now. They be
exactly.
happy just to be home to see their family, just to look at the ground outside to be able to move around without being told to move around.
Go around. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. So it's like we don't have the this world is so messed up, y'all. It just we can't even see straight. We can't even see straight, and we can't literally be the parents that we need to be because how the government is when it comes to these kids. Because they do that because they don't have to take care of these little bad little fuckers. I'm just saying.
because they want them, they want to put them in that situation. So it's up to the parents to handle the business and make sure they don't get put. They want to incriminate them. They want them to be incarcerated. They want them to get them
Mhm.
numbers and stuff. So the
Mhm.
parents to kind of like tell them like, shoot, now you ain't finna be a part of the system. You ain't finna be a statistic. You ain't finna do none of that. But that's what they want to see.
Miss Renee, why you got all that
Who watches
background noise?
something? That's why I was like, who watches something?
That's Miss
Oh,
Renee over there.
is that is the TV up too loud? My bad. No.
Yeah, it is. You need to be in another
The
room when you
kids
go
said
live.
no, no.
My bad. My bad. Hey, Steven. Steven, I was
She in
just
there trying to watch Little Rascals with the kids. Get your ass
no,
out
And
that
kids
room
talking, wasn't it?
and go outside where can't nobody hear nothing in the background.
there
I
you
mean, if
We
you
don't
go.
want to
want to hear
spend
no
time with your
kids,
kids,
none
go
of that
ahead.
on your
Spend
live.
time with your kids. We coming up on 2 hours anyway.
Yeah, we don't got long. We don't got. Steven is in the building again. Steven,
I'm
I've been
sorry
shouting
I'm
him out.
late. I
It's all right. At least you showed up
I
this
literally
time.
woke up. I just woke up
What Kira? What Kira at?
in there tearing up the kitchen. That's
Y'all
why I
picked me
keep
up
going
earlier.
on
She was
mute.
saying something, and you was like, "We don't care if you." She was singing something. I can't. I or something. I mean, all I do.
Yeah.
You was like, "We don't care that you." Funny, leave Kira alone.
She in there talking junk now.
She be vibing. Kira be playing that
About
good
some,
music. She be vibing.
she telling me to
Oh,
lay down.
you you too young. I'm sorry, y'all. Steven, put drop your link. Steven, I've been shouting you out about your hater
You
your
already
shoes and
did.
your t-shirt. Oh, he did. Somebody did already. Okay, okay. My
You
bad.
did.
My bad. My bad. Yeah, but yeah, ladies. I see that we're getting close to our 2 hour mark.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good show tonight. Good show tonight. Thank everybody for pulling up.
Yes.
Hitting
Thank
the
Well, thank
y'all.
share and
everybody for
subscribe if you
pulling
haven't.
up to this
Who's
party
going
line.
At least
live?
like this live.
Who's going
Hey,
live?
Ben, I think Benji's live, but whoever going live, let me know.
Who live? Benji already live? I'm about to tell him about himself. One time
You can't
already.
tell them about itself.
Oh yeah, I'm
It's the
gonna tell him.
women's round table.
It's the what?
Oh, that's why you don't. Let me shut up.
What?
Right. What
Hey,
you
look,
What?
I
doing?
announced it earlier on my show, so I'm here to collect my promotion money.
Oh, I didn't know you was live today.
Yeah, I was talking while I was
'Cause
live.
every time I would look on the thing, you wasn't lit up.
Yeah, we had
And
a
I was like,
whole
and I
6
said,
hours over there.
None of them went live
We had
today.
a
I was
whole
like, what?
6 hours. I didn't go live
What?
yesterday, but I went live this morning right after talk.
Oh, I was spending time with wifey yesterday and the day because she was off. So
Mm,
yeah. So that when she
yeah.
home, I can't really do too much. I be listening, but I don't really be saying too much because she really big on her time. So
Oh,
that's
okay.
why.
She's supposed to be.
Oh yeah, she big on her time now
Yeah.
because I gotta do it in order for me to be able to go live when I want to go live or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because if I don't,
Hmm.
she gonna be like So
Yeah.
hey, she had surgery on her knee, so she's getting ready to go back to
Oh
work
wow.
tomorrow, her first day back. So I've been spending a little time. That's all that is. That's all that is.
That's good.
But yeah, so we
That's
getting ready to
right.
end out with our 2 hour.
Keep her in
So
line, ma'am. Keep her in line.
Oh, she is. She might be in the chat.
Yeah, keep her in line.
She might be in the chat, sneaking and listening. Nah, she don't be. She don't get on here. She don't. She don't get on. She said. She said. She said we too messy. Not. I'm
Mm,
not. We. I mean, she just. Well, some people is too messy. I guess because she don't hear me scratch a lot.
mm,
So. So she like, y'all too messy on there. I can't deal with it. I was like, oh, okay. Benji is live. So everybody, held the Benji. So do y'all ladies have anything that y'all would like to say before we end the live?
Appreciate
Thank you for
everybody for pulling
having
up
me up.
again. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Shalana.
I said thank you for having me up.
Oh,
Thank you
no
for pulling up,
problem.
Auntie.
Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Let
Appreciate
me
it,
Y'all
get
should
appreciate
spot
down
it.
with
because my
Shalana in the
cash app
chat.
is up here. Let me get down.
I would like to
Yes,
say
I
thank you
appreciate it.
to those who super chatted us, super stickered us, and that would be K Riz, MJ, and Mary Charles. Thank y'all. Y'all don't understand how
Absolutely.
um yeah, the support that y'all give us, I really do feel it, and I love the fact that y'all come and check us out every Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Share it out, put us out, talk about us, and you know what I'm saying? Tell people, look, hey, go to Miss Renee and Big Talk Women's Roundtable. You know what I'm saying? We every week I see we get a little better. Sometimes we get a little dry, but it's okay though. We'll pick it back up. You know, but uh again, y'all, please do something about your kids. Tell them you love them. Show them that you love them. Whatever you gotta do,
Yes,
whatever you gotta do. Go ahead, talk.
yes. So, to Renee said. So, I want to thank everybody for pulling up again on another Wednesday of the Women's Roundtable. That y'all pull up Wednesday when y'all see that we are live. Appreciate everybody for pulling up and thank y'all for
Thank y'all. Have a blessed night. See y'all in
have a
these
blessed night. We
YouTube.
out.
We out of here.